I've got a shallow pan on with some water that's just bubbling, but normally I'd use a pot that's that high in a restaurant, so when you drop the egg in, it would slowly fall down and form into a teardrop shape as it falls to the bottom. But at home we don't have a big tall pot like that, so we're using a shallow pan. Got to make sure there's enough water that's going to cover the egg. I always crack the eggs and put them into a little dish like that, ready, so I'm sure that there'll be no shell going in there with the egg, and it makes it easier to pour in. Got my fancy little rubbish bin on hand there. It's not really a rubbish bin, but I'm using that today. So I'll get 4 eggs ready to do, because I'll do 4 at a time, so that's enough for 2 people at a time. In they go. Now we've got to give that water just a little bit of a whiz around, so I'm just using a fancy spoon there with a hole in it, which is great for stirring some things. Now, it's spinning around quite quickly. We're just going to hold off, let it slow down a bit. There we go, and it goes. So see how the egg's just moving around a little bit. Now we put the other one in. We're trying to have enough space between them so they don't stick together. And trust me, they tend to want to stick together. Look at that, there we go. So whilst they're cooking for 3 minutes, now if I cook those poached eggs for 3 minutes, we'll have beautiful, soft, runny yolks. If you like them hard, then just cook the hell out of them, and as long as you like. But now they've started to set in there, I can just move them a fraction so they don't stick together. Let's carry on, get some eggs ready, so that when those guys come out, these guys can go in. You're not poaching just any normal old eggs today. These are true eggs. They're pasture-raised, not just free range, pasture-raised. They're the best, but you are going to notice the difference. In the perfect world, we'd be using a slotted spoon. Well, I've got one big slot in the spoon, and it's certainly great for a lot of things, but I'm using it to get it out, and see how I'm putting it on the tea towel there? That is just helping it dry off, because the last thing you want is soggy sourdough toast, right? Pull it out and try and get rid of as much moisture as possible, all that water. And you can see how the water is just ticking away there with the eggs in it. It's not rapid boiling. And I'm just putting them onto a warm plate to sit until I need them. And that's why I always do the eggs last. So I'll have the bacon cooked, the tomatoes and onions heated, I'll have the sausages cooked, and then that's when I'll start cooking my eggs. And look at this egg. It is just perfect for a poached egg. And it's all about using those pasture-raised eggs that you know are super, super fresh. There we go, just a little Moroccan seasoning and that Murray River salt on top. Should we cut into it? Ooh, look at that. That's what I want.